Check this out. Have you guys heard about this company? If you haven't, we can connect you. This box right here is the most efficient way of going about your dinner meals if you're on a family budget. We right now are on a family budget. We try to eat not only healthy but not spend a lot of money on our dinners. If you've been watching this vlog for a while, we don't have to tell you what's going on in our lives. There's a lot going on, a lot that requires a sort of financial discipline right now. And one of the best ways to cut down on your daily expenses is, of course, food. Less eating out, more eating at home. But eating at home requires buying the ingredients, cooking, and making sure you're not wasting food. I personally absolutely hate wasting food. I always feel like all of us can improve on that. So this box right here, HelloFresh, you order meals for 2 or 3 or 4 people, however you have in your family. They have wonderful recipes and they send you exactly what you need to cook a meal. It's quick, it's financially efficient, and nothing goes to waste. What is there not to love? Disclaimer, we're not being paid by HelloFresh.com. We have nothing to do with them, except we like their product, we like their service, and we enjoy the meals. So whatever we're recommending is because we enjoy it in our own lives. If any of you are trying to figure out your family dinner routine, you should definitely give these guys a try. It's been working wonderfully for us. The food efficiency and trying to be more conscious about how we eat and what we eat and how much money we spend on it doesn't just come from nowhere. First of all, you guys are well aware of what we're going through, what Blondie is going through. Second of all, the ultimate truth, we are what we eat. You cannot deny it. Third of all, I'm not gonna lie, I am heavily impacted right now by the recent Leonardo DiCaprio's movie made together with National Geographic. It's called Before the Flood.
We've known about this for decades, for over half a century. Try to have a conversation with anyone about climate change, people just tune out.
And it talks about how serious of a problem climate change really is in this world. And it puts a lot of emphasis on a very, very simple truth, how every single one of us can make a difference just by making different choices when it comes to what we eat. Remember the Roland Emmerich movie? I believe it was called The Day After Tomorrow. And in this movie, basically the Ice Age comes back to Earth. And there's a especially dramatic sequence about the whole city of New York freezing over and being completely flooded. It isn't that far from what can be our reality pretty soon. I may sound pretty rude right now, and if that makes you unsubscribe from this vlog, so be it. Those of you who do not believe in climate change, here's what I have for you. Not believing in climate change isn't gonna stop it. Climate change is absolutely real, it's happening, and it's gonna affect all of us sooner or later. Maybe not us, not this generation, maybe not so heavily, but if we have any care about the future generations, we should be treating this very seriously. There's several things in Leonardo's movie that are deeply troubling, like the Paris summit about climate change that all countries in the world recently joined, and seemingly they reached an agreement. Well, that agreement is simply not enough. I mean, watch this movie and look at Leonardo's interview with President Obama.
Paris Agreement ended up being a historic agreement, not because it gets us to where we need to be eventually, but for the first time locking in all countries into verifiable steps and targets that they're going to take. It creates the architecture that allows us to finally start dealing with this problem in a serious way.
So you were happy with
I was happy that we put the architecture in place.
Do you see how everything the president actually says is so vague and it just lacks any solidity? I feel like Leonardo has a lot of respect for the president, but he also reveals how even the president himself is not really very happy with what was seemingly achieved in Paris.
We just have to take it on faith that all these countries are going to follow through with what they say.
What I'm getting at with all this serious talk on today's vlog is, we live our lives and we chase all our little or bigger or really big matters every day. And somehow, very often, we just miss the big picture. If we don't start paying attention to what we did to this planet already, and this feels partially very personal to me because I deeply believe cancer is an environmental disease. Blondie is right in what she says. I think we're both talking about the same thing. If you don't have the gene protection in your bodies right now, yes, you may say that your genes are responsible for getting cancer, but why is there no genetic protection? Because we wiped it out with all the chemicals we keep putting out there into this world. It's all our doing, the state of our own planet. And if we don't start making changes in our daily habits right now, soon there isn't going to be chasing everyday matters because we're going to have much bigger problems to worry about. The actual point of what I'm talking about is there are these big problems to worry about right now. We really have to stop what we're doing. We have to change our ways in order to save this planet.
The U.S. has been the biggest emitter of greenhouse gases in history.
You're a fossil-addicted country. We are doing more investment in solar today than the U.S. is.
I completely join Leonardo in what he's talking about. He is trying to get attention of the world leaders. In this movie, he talks to presidents and to Pope himself. And I feel like even though he is showing black and white how dramatic difference we made in the state of this planet over the past few decades, no one is really listening. Therefore, having said all that, I'm making the change myself. I mean, at this point, myself and Blondie have more than enough reasons to do that anyway. If you don't change your lifestyle, you can't expect to get better because that terrible cancer comes from somewhere. Obviously, something in your so far life has been out of balance. What are we doing exactly? We have stopped eating beef completely.
Cows produce methane, and methane is a powerful greenhouse gas.
What he talks about is so serious and it's so crazy. And it wasn't even the main factor why we stopped eating beef. We simply love cows. 2, we know beef is horribly unhealthy for you. And 3, not eating beef actually does contribute to making this planet better. No more Doritos, no more Pepsi. I haven't drank Pepsi in years. Neither did Blondie. We don't drink sodas anyway. There's a long list of companies that contribute heavily to the production of palm oil. Making large quantities of palm oil literally requires killing the forests in Indonesia. Not that we have too many forests left in this planet anyway. And literally slaughtering a lot of beautiful, beautiful, wonderful animals. That is beyond horrible. If I have to give up the Doritos to save an elephant or an orangutan or one poor monkey that actually dies a horrible death being burnt in their own forest, I am happy to do that. I don't care how good Doritos commercials are during the next Super Bowl. I'm making a strong resolution today. No more foods, no more supporting companies that contribute to large quantity production of palm oil. It's so simple, guys. It's up to all of us. We should require that these companies change their ways. It should be our #1 goal to become more responsible and save our own planet. Some time ago, I was speaking to 3 Chinese kids right here on this vlog in our house. They told me openly how polluted the air in China is. People have to actually wear masks when they go outside their house every single day. I think it's too late to actually be concerned. I think we're already moving past the point of no return. I'm really sorry today's vlog has been all so serious, but honestly this subject has been on my mind for a long time and I feel like I just had to get it out. I talked for longer than I originally intended. It's already getting late. I'm sorry not every single episode of this vlog is all lighthearted and happy. but this vlog is real life. I think in general myself and Blondie have very positive and cheerful personalities, and we're trying to channel them through as often as we can. But sometimes the reality in which we live simply gets to us. I promise tomorrow we'll go back to the happy subjects. Hope you guys had a good day. Thank you so much for watching. And if you find this video even a little bit interesting, please share it with a friend or two. And please remember to take good care of Mother Earth. Good night.